you had one line and one pair show up in this game. Oh. And while we laid it on Soderblom for the first 10 minutes of the show, you should be able to score more than 2 goals against the Nashville Predators and Kevin Lankinen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, there's no excuse for that. Like, if he was standing on his head, making sprawling Dominik Hasek kind of, scorpion saves.
If they had gotten goalied in this game.
They did not get goalied.
No. He wasn't great. Like,
No.
you should be able to have at least have a better effort against that team that you were tied for last place in your division with. Now you're last place in the division with because you lost to them. It's really frustrating. And as much as we have talked about, and the narrative has been, well, they're playing contender after contender after contender after contender. Sure, that's all true. But when you have the non-contenders show up, and we keep saying, oh, this should be a game where they're evenly matched. The games that should have been evenly matched in this season was Montreal, Arizona, and Nashville. Those 3 games. 0-3, shit efforts in all 3 games.
Yep.
That can't happen. I don't care if they're going to be in the lottery for Celebrini and Yzerman and all these guys. I don't care about that at all. I don't care that you're going to be a bottom 5 team. All these expectations. When you're playing the other teams that are going to or should land in that same spot as you have to have better efforts.
Outscored 15-5 in those 3 games. If the math off the top of my head is
3-1, 8-1, 3-2, 4-2.
Yeah.
So quick math. Yeah, you allow 15 goals in those 3 games, and you have a 1 goal, and a 2 goal. 15-4. 15-4 against Montreal, Arizona, and today against Nashville. Like that's horrible, inexcusable, and
it is fine.
It's
2-1-2.
Yeah, and the wins over Pittsburgh and Vegas and Toronto and Tampa and stuff. Wonderful. Where are those teams when the non-contenders show up? Where are those efforts? Stop playing up and playing down to your competition. Set a tone.
Well, and that's the thing is, they came out so hot today. Like, what the hell happened?
We're 15 games into it, and I understand this is still, like, this team needs to gel and stuff, but it's November 18th. You've had at least 2 months of skating with all these guys together, and you have some guys carried over from last season where, like we were saying before, how Luke Richardson and the team identity was established and everything. I have a freaking identity. I don't see an identity with this team. There's no punch to them. There's no consistent, anybody attacking. When teams can just focus on Connor Bedard and say, we'll live with Philip Kurashev getting a goal. We'll live with Tyler Johnson getting a goal. If that's going to be the case, if teams are just going to say, we're going to stop Bedard and let the rest of you beat him, then the rest of you need to step up.
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick of, like, not seeing that happen. And again, expectations are what they are. Yeah. But when we keep talking about the schedule's getting lighter, your effort can't.
We all silly like the mayor.